with this call. Could see you like standing over like uh, I don't know if it's called an awning, but like standing like underneath like a little shop entrance or something, and being like, you
Oh
know,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
with the
Okay.
rain kind of hitting. All right.
Baby, I love you. I'm sorry I ain't hit you up a little bit. You know, I was doing something dangerous type shit.
Like, bitch, I'm trying out here. I'm trying to get the supplies. All right. Let me know you're ready. Refresh, y'all. Well, they can't hear us. Refresh, refresh, refresh.
He can hear you.
They can hear
Well,
you.
for people who didn't refresh.
Oh, okay.
I didn't need to refresh.
Oh, okay.
It just came back up. So,
Yeah,
All right.
All
but
right.
I did
they ain't all
refresh
like you.
anyways,
I'm sorry.
so I can get my back.
Tempest,
But go ahead.
you can hear as you say she's wanted to be, and worked in NASA. The phone drops. You can hear kind of sniffling in the background. And then a couple moments later, she picks it up. Guess what? What happened? Where are you?
I'm in Pittsburgh right now with the others. About to go to Steelers Stadium. I guess try to get some supplies.
And in the mission in Las Vegas? I mean, Nick Walker, he's dead. I mean, we were having a funeral for him this week. Where are you? What's going on?
I'd say Gaz, all he can really think about on his mind, like he wants to be, of course, that same person, that same boyfriend that he was beforehand, but all he can think about is what he knew and what he learned. As I'll show, like, Gaz would pause for a second. I'll be in camp in about a week. I'm gonna handle stuff up here. I'm gonna make sure shit gets back safe. All right.
Oh, you get back right now. Everybody else has already left. I don't. It feels like everybody's just walking away. Can you please just make your way here right now? I need you.
If you needed me that badly, then why'd you lie?
What? What are you? What are you talking about?
Tempest. I know.
You know what?
Don't. Do not do that. Don't play stupid. Don't act like you don't know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes, I don't know what you're talking
You know
about.
exactly what the hell I'm talking about. I'm talking about Set. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me?
I wasn't sure if I needed to.
You wasn't sure if you needed to at all?
You're going out there on your first mission with a son of Poseidon who's barely has.
Do you
used his
know
powers.
what he is capable of? Do you know what exactly he did to me when he looked me right in the eyes and said that he would kill everybody that I love right in front of me?
Yes, I need you to come back to camp right now, and we'll talk about everything. I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't do
I'll
it.
see you in a week. And Gaz would hang up.
Hang up. Immediately, your phone starts ringing again from Tempest.
And I'd say, as Gaz's phone would start ringing from Tempest and everything like that, I would say Gaz would actually like lean up against the wall, Oof. I'd say Gaz would actually lean up against the wall. And as he's leaning up against the wall, and I'd say he's like looking up in the sky, I'd say he'd actually reach into his back pocket. And as he does, he would actually, for the first time in a very, very long time, take out this. Which is, of course, a flask of alcohol. As I'd say, you drink.
What alcohol is in the flask?
I mean wine. You already know.
What
As
is
you
it?
start to
Let me in wine.
let me in wine. As you start to take a sip, the alcohol feels like a comforting hug. As you start to lean up against the wall, the rain kind of feels colder on your head as you're standing there. Everything seems to melt away for a split second. Ray, as you guys are walking, you realize Gaz has been taking a minute. Longer than usual.
Where you at, nigga?
I'm assuming Ray wants to go check on him.
Yeah, sorry if I'm hear any sort of child screaming while I'm talking.
Oh my god, I heard her. I saw her.
Just quite upset.
As you walk back, you can see Gaz in a side alley. His back is against the wall. You can hear the buzzing of something vibrating in his pocket. And a flask in his hand. As he takes small sips from it. Or big, I don't know if he's down in
Big
it or.
ones. I say he's downing
Okay,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
What would Ray do if she turns the corner and sees this? And nobody else is with her, it's just Ray.
Uh, Under her breath, she says, "You gotta be fucking kidding me." She's like, they can still see her, but they can't see him.
I'd say they went into the restaurant. I said they can't
Okay,
see.
she's
You
gonna
guys
wave
are
them off and
completely-
then act like normal or whatever.
Yeah. You got the rest of the group is walking into the restaurant to get some food.
And then she's gonna walk up to him. She's gonna fucking
I'd say Gaz hasn't really noticed her yet.
Are you serious, guys? How long?
Oh, God damn it.
How long?
Listen. All right, I'm not sure if now really is the time to talk about this, okay? Can we just do this later?
You're drinking behind the store away from everyone. You're not talking to me about anything going on. I know you can't talk to anyone about anything going on, and I get that, and I respect that. Whatever contract you have, and I won't push you about it, but like, you're drinking, guys. You told me this wasn't something you ever wanted me or anyone to see this side of you again. We've talked about it. I smell it from here. It's the same fucking wine that you talked about.
Yeah,
And,
it is.
Whatever. My notes are all sporadic. I apologize. And how you black out, not talk to anybody. That you were trying to drink yourself to death.
Okay, all right. I'd say guys would then get up, and then I'd say he'd start, you put the cap on and everything like that. Okay, I don't feel like talking about this. Let's go back to the car. As I'd say, he's like right about to walk past her, like completely dismissing her.
She's actually going to try to physically stop him.
I won't even roll for that. So I'd just say you could just go ahead. How would you do it?
She's just gonna reach her hand out and put her hand on his chest to stop him. Like he could push past her if of course if he wanted to. He's much stronger than her, but
Yeah. What do you want from me?
I want you to. You told me everything once. Like you let me see the worst parts of you from when this was a problem before, and now you're acting like I don't have any right to talk to you about how this is how we got here again. There's stuff you can talk about, and you won't. And you let me care about you, and you let me think you were different. You were supposed to be the one person who didn't shut down when it mattered. And now it's like you're here, but you're not. And I thought for a second in that store that maybe you just needed us to come back. But obviously, things are way too far gone, way too out of control. Please just talk to me. If I ever judged you,
I don't know what you want from me. I've given as much as I can give every single day. Out there, it's not the same. I saw things. I went through things every single day that honestly I don't want to talk about. I don't want to think about it anymore. I don't. It hurts. Do you understand that? Do you understand that?
why can't you just drown yourself in alcohol, guys? You told me how that was for you before. I can't just sit by and watch you destroy yourself even more than you already are. That way you'd never come back. You don't have to talk about what you went through. But I don't want to lose you guys. It was my greatest fear when you left camp. And you're not here. I know you're still in there.
You want the truth?
Yes. Please.
I'd say guys would then set down his flask. As I'd say he'd look into the distance for a second. In the first couple of days, me and Saint were out there. It was hard, you know. A few days would go by. Sometimes we wouldn't eat. Sometimes we wouldn't sleep. But you know, we expected it to be that way. It's a Black Ops mission to begin with. But then, after all those days, I had this chance. It was like in my fucking hands, you know. I had like this happiness. I had like this moment where when I was out there, I met another child of hair, young kid, 9 years old. He was just like what I wanted to be when I was younger. You know, funny, intelligent, strong. I even gave him my shield. So we both got together, and it was perfect. A couple days later, he died in my arms. And after that, I did whatever I could to get stronger. I even made a deal with Aries to get stronger, and he had this thing he called it training, but it was fucking punishment, if anything like that. 6 months straight, me and Saint training in the worst possible conditions you can think, just because I wanted to get stronger, because I wanted to protect the people I love, because I was desperate. And then when I got out, no matter how strong I thought I was, no matter how much punishment I went through, no matter everything that I endured, it was not enough. It wasn't enough. I don't even think it will be enough. I'm not sure if it's possible for it to be enough. After that, I don't know. It was all a blur. At least I'd Saint by me, because I don't know what would happen if he wasn't there. But after about a couple weeks, we visited this three type of mythical, all-knowing sisters called the Norns, and this was absolutely insane. I mean, they could see every single thing, every single detail about you, and it wasn't a lie. They showed me my future. They showed me and gave me answers to things that I've always wanted to know my whole entire life. And they told me about my dad.
What they say?
Isn't that crazy? My dad, he wasn't a good man, but you know, Hera loved him. She loved him a lot. She loved him deeply. And then Zeus, he found out. After that, Hera was in a position where she was willing to do anything she could. So, she moved him all the way to New Mexico, gave him a new identity. She even turned him into a woman, which was the craziest thing ever. And he left me at that orphanage.
He did or Tara did?
He did, but you know, he ended up being a her, and she ended up moving all the way to Arizona.
Yeah.
And then about a year after, she fell in love with another demigod. They had another kid.
Immoralic, considering. Oh, it's. You know anything else?
Do you have a strange birthmark?
Hmm. I mean, I guess I don't know. Could show him. I remember. No. Ah. Is- Second. Give me a.
Take your time.
And it'll be this symbol on her wrist, but of course a lot more closer to her skin tone, so it kind of you barely see it. I just assumed it had something to do with this.
And I'd say guys would look at it as you could say, one of the things the Norns told me is that if I ever wanted to find my real sister, and he'd pull up his wrist, he'd pull up the sleeve on his wrist, and he'd show that he has the same exact birthmark. This is how I'd be able to identify her. Right. I was never in my life want to upset my own baby sister.
What?
I don't know how to
Yep.
explain it. I'm just as confused as you are.
So Diane?
Is that my mother's name?
Yeah. I guess it would be.
Can you forgive me
For what?
for being a letdown?
Yeah, letdown. This was all out of your control. You did everything you could. She abandoned you. You're not a letdown. See, this
Why
just
do I
makes
keep
so
failing?
much sense. It's not you, it's God's. You just keep putting us in these situations and not explaining anything and get to fix our messes, pick up the pieces every time.
I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to go out there and continue to do all this, but I'm glad I'm doing it by my sister.
And, she's like, I like throw her arms like around his like neck and just give him like the tightest hug. And
You would hug back.
yes, it'll be okay. You're not a disappointment, I promise. We're gonna get through whatever comes our way. We're gonna get through this. Please don't drink again. I know this
I'd
is
say-
really hard to ask.
I'd say guys would look at his flask actually. I love you.
That's just gonna melt the fucking flask.
And as we celebrate this kind of big moment, the two of you walk back out of this alley as reunited brother and sister and make your way across the street to this restaurant. And a text in Ray's pocket buzzes.
Stupid bitch.
But as it does, That's where we're gonna end today's session.
I knew you were gonna end there. It's the
That's
perfect
where we're
Weak
gonna
stomachs,
end.
man.
That's where we're gonna end today's session from your point of view.
Ah,
Oh.
Liz, can you throw on the secret scene? Great, great job by the way, you two killed it.
God.
Ah,
Secret scene?
yes,
That
I
was
know.
It's
insane.
shifted.
What do you mean, brother?
I wasn't expecting that to be revealed this session.
We'll explain. We'll explain afterwards. Hold on.
We'll
Yeah,
I
we'll
was
talk.
explain
like, I
afterwards.
was
We'll
like,
talk.
We'll,
We'll talk.
I
we'll,
was
we'll
We'll
talk
like,
talk
about it
there's
afterwards.
afterwards.
no way you expected it to be revealed this session. Cause I feel like you would
I knew it
have.
was coming this or the next.
That's why you said there was like a big. You were like, oh, I know this session is important.
All right,
Christian
Christian.
said it was. Oh,
As
What the fuck is this?
as we leave our demigods, we make our way to a undisclosed location in a dark cave somewhere in the United States. As somebody is staring at a phone, we see a name on the phone that says Ray. The text has just been sent off saying, "Hey, I miss you. Hope you're doing well." As the camera pans up to show this place being glowed in the dark. As the smile quickly fades and is turned into something or someone else. As a knock at a door opens, revealing this room here. As it opens, a man sits on a bench inside. As who we know as Travis walks into the cave to join him. As the man kind of calls out, he says, "Jasper, hope you've been okay." "I've been good. He says, "Take a seat. Take a seat." He looks at him and sits down. He says, "You know, you've always been one of my favorite, and you've done so much to help us out this past year." He, Travis, or Jasper, smiles. He says, "Yes, nobody suspects a thing. Nobody does. And Nick Walker, he won't be a problem anymore." The man smiles back at him, like he's proud. He then kind of gets up and looks at him and says, "Did you take care of all the supplies in camp as well?" He says, "Yes, I did. Everything should be going to plan, sir." The man kind of grins and kind of does a walk about the room. Darkness swirling around him, but in a very subtle way. He looks towards Travis slash Jasper and says, "I ask you again, are you ready?" There's a moment in Jasper's eyes. There's a moment in Travis's eyes of uncertainty. He can tell that whatever he says next may change the entire course of his entire life. And as he looks back up at him, Travis is no more. What is replaced is Jasper. Jasper hounds back, yes. Always. He says, good. Your things are over there to the left. Jasper kind of walks to the left as he grabs this here and puts it on. If Christian can find it. As he puts this mask on. He then turns back around and says, and the lost child of Zeus? He's still alive? Travis answers back, yes. Yes, indeed. He says, thank you. And as the man walks over to a mirror, this is the reflection that would be seen in the mirror. He says, Silver, I want to say thank you for this opportunity, Jasper says. The man answers back, don't call me by my fake name while we're here. You can call me by my real one. He looks towards him. Jasper kind of bites his tongue and then says, yes, Morpheus. I will attend to what I need to attend to. Thank you. And as Jasper walks towards the door, Morpheus looks at him and says, what is our quote again? He then says, dreams are forever. Morpheus, with a murderous smile, says, yes, they are. That's going into today's session. All right, gang. Blare on me some D20s, cuz.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
Question. Wait, he was texting, right? As
Travis.
Okay. I thought it was us, Diane. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was as Diane too. I was,
I
really
was like,
confused.
wow.
He was texting right
Ask Diane.
her mom, Gaz's
We
dad.
just-
Sorry. No, I thought you were saying as Diane is one word. My fault.
Yeah. Last thing I want is another story where it's parent versus what's it called? Child. No.
Instead it's sibling versus sibling. But my sibling's a fucking god, yo!
Or he killed your brother. He is now using his appearance.
Either way, my brother's a god. Either my fake brother or my real brother. Got a god brother. Evil god brother. He's kind of hot. Thank you, Didi. That is exactly why I chose him. I was like, I need
Surprised
a
you didn't
hot.
notice it was him off rip.
You
I was
purposely,
literally, I was like, oh, that's Silver. And she's like, wait, why is he kinda? I'm like, do you not recognize?
You not
I literally was
recognize?
mouthing nigga. I was literally mouthing nigga incest. Hello?
Okay, but I chose him because he's.
That's not helping. That's not helping your case. I want you to understand. That's so not
It's
helping your
making it
case.
worse.
All right, Ember, you are first today, big gang.
Oh my god, I'm not ready.
You're just gonna go have to. You just gonna have to go off the top.
I didn't write
This is for the best. You always have
too many
the
things.
entire session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go off top. Don't write anything. Just go off what you remember.
I wrote down some things. Okay.
Okay.
I already wrote down some things, and then I just wrote down just like 2 names just to kickstart my brain. You know? Okay. God, really, this entire fucking session. It's always the entire session, but actually, the entire fucking session. Just like I went into this being like, I think it's just gonna be a shopping trip. And then it was not just a shopping trip. Almost. 1 second.
You're good.
I need to drink water. Guys, full session return. Welcome back, Sokka. It's great to have you
Thank
back.
you.
Sokka's shield was really cool. That was really sick. The unhinged but successful shopping trip. Very cool. We got lots of cool things. Spent a lot of money. Lots of cool things. Yeah. The hoodie armor and it being Trey's favorite color. Love that. Gas haggling for the hoodie. Thank you, Sokka.
You're welcome.
Charismatic bitch. The gaslighting journal. That was funny. I don't know. I like that. I like that name for it too. Gaslighting journal. My new mask. My new theater mask. I think it's realized too after that Silver scene that it's kind of funny because like, you know, Godless have the mask and now I have a mask. A mask runs in the family, you could say. Sokka using so much glory to keep re-rolling the cursed item.
Bullshit.
You know, just like, yeah, this is bullshit. Reroll. This is bullshit. Oh my God.
That's such a back asswards. That's such like a back ass backwards thing, bro. Like, bro, I'm spending money and I get cursed. Like, what is that? What the fuck type of biblical greed is the devil type of bullshit is that? I hate it.
And it was they're good. It was just so funny too, cause like listen, I just like we're like yeah, we'll take this, and then you were just like nope, and that was so funny.
Oh my god, fucking sucked.
So funny. The Tempest gas phone call and the semi reveal of what she lied about. Insane. Set, and we have a staff. And
Guys is even nuts. You guys have a staff too.
yeah, we
thinking
haven't
about
told
that.
him yet. I was like, oh my god, he's gonna
We'll talk about it at
freak
dinner.
out.
So fun. Sorry to interrupt you. We had the session where like
I don't wanna.
Gaz encountered Set, and then like I think a session or 2 later, he pulled up in the campaign, or you guys stole his staff. I literally texted Sokka and I was like, "Holy shit!" No, that was the session where he came back. I think that was the session after he came back.
Session
like
after, yeah,
before.
it was session
After.
before, yeah.
Yeah. I texted him and I was like, "Yo, no way! They just stole Set staff."
What else
he
were
was
we
like-
supposed to do? Just
He's
leave it
like,
there?
"Hey," he's like, "Hey, that got
Yes.
shit to do with me."
Yes, I quite literally said, how about we just leave the staff? And I got glory for it.
Bro.
So I can't say exactly what it was, but like literally Set threatened Gaz, pretty much told him to keep his keep his stuff out of his business, and it was like, if I find out that you even what's it called? This doesn't count, but like he's like, if I find out you revealed what my plans are and everything like that, I'm going to kill everybody over right in front of you. Then when I kill you,
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
What was the threat? If
On
you,
Tuesday.
Kill everyone.
if he
else.
reveals, yeah, kill everyone he loves.
if
And then him.
he,
If
if he does
he
what?
says any details about like anything about meeting Gaz, about how he met Gaz and his plans, because Gaz is aware of his plans.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it's okay that we stole his stuff.
No, it's not. It is not okay that you stole a staff at all. You just made things work.
I think I literally told Sokka there too. If he does continue, like I'm killing somebody.
Yeah.
I think that was the thing. Is like I'm telling you right now. It was either gonna. I was really gonna message maybe like somebody in like one of you guys and be like, "Hey, I need you to make a backup character or something like that," or I was just
Oh
gonna
my
kill off
god.
NMPs. We'll still see. Who knows? But yeah, continue, Ember. Sorry.
What do you mean Sawyer loves the pink one? What pink one?
Oh,
It was
the
the applesauce
strawberry
thing.
applesauce.
Ooh, okay. Okay. The Ray and Gaz scene, how they're actually siblings. And Ray is actually, oh my god, and the birthmark, when he said the birthmark, I was like, where's this going? And then like what is like what is like where is this going? And then like he was like if I ever to find my sister, like it's the birthmark. And then I was like, oh my god. Oh, like I look for this to find my sister. Like I was like, oh my god, Ray is actually Gaz's sister.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh my god. Oh my
It's nuts.
god.
Nutty Professor. Yeah.
What you say? Dirty Professor?
Nutty Professor.
Nutty
Nutty
Professor.
It's a movie.
What?
Just go. It's okay.
Okay. And the line, I'm glad I'm doing it by myself. And the I love you. Oh my god.
Wholesome shit.
Yeah. I was They're siblings. They're siblings. They're siblings. I can't believe it. I like didn't even know Gaz had a sister, and then I was like, oh my god, Gaz has a sister, and then I was like, oh my god, it's Ray.
Yep. Yep.
That was a great part. The Silver Travis Jasper scene. I was a bit confused with Jasper and Travis. I think that was on purpose. And I'm easily confused, so it worked. You know me. and it's Silver, and oh my god, and how Silver. Okay, wait. So is Silver pretending to be Travis? Is that
Remember how Travis has multiple personality disorder?
yeah?
Trevor and Jasper are in the same body, but they're two different entities inside of his head almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the person that sent Ray that text was Travis, but the person that's betraying camp and joining the Children of Godless is Jasper.
Is Jasper.
Both of them can get killed. I don't give a fuck.
Go
Okay,
back to that
so
fucking sword.
And all of them
Travis
go die.
so Travis is the one who sent Ray the text. Okay. And then Jasper's working with Silver. As the Godless. Ooh, okay. That's so cool. Oh my god.
Man, I had a heart to heart with Jasper.
Yeah. Wow.
Well.
Is that
She liked Jasper. I think Jasper was one of her favorites.
yeah.
Crazy.
And it makes like I knew someone in camp had to be like because Silver has gotten into camp.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I had no idea who it was. I didn't even really think anyone was actually like helping in camp. I trusted everyone except for, of course, the Italian guy and the other annoying hero.
Tommy.
Tommy.
Yeah.
The Tiefling.
Toji?
Koji and Tommy, yeah.
The CCs.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, amazing job.
Crazy.
Soccer. Yes. First full session back.
Yeah, this was a very, very great session. I love the fact that we spent 3 hours of it just negotiating of what exactly we wanted. That was great. Of course. I love the fact you got to see a personality switch in Gaz fully. Especially with the fact that you see he's changed a lot. And there's a lot that he's gone through still that he hasn't talked about. But like you really saw it with the fact that, of course, Gaz was always a person who believed in second chances and believed in like forgiveness. But right when he would have beforehand, he would have given Maya a chance to speak and say what she did. But he just said, I don't care. like he just said, just don't care. I really don't care. And everything like that. I loved how their personalities clashed. And I love, of course, the argument that was going on between before, when they're in the car, the argument that was going on between Ray and Gaz. I love that as well. Loved, of course, the reveal. We've been waiting literally, Liz just messaged me we came up with this. Liz came up with the idea a year ago, last year in February, I believe.
Yep.
Liz came up with the idea. So
Yep.
Liz put in the chat before Child's Olympics even started, before a document was even made. Liz put in the chat, she was like, wouldn't it be funny if there were siblings, but instead of it being God to God, it's actually like mortal parent to mortal parent. And then it was like, I immediately told the text, dude, delete that. We should do it. I was like, we should do that. So,
Oh my God.
we've known about it for a year and some change. Yeah, a year and some change we've known about it. And of course, so one thing, the main goal that I told her, I was like, at one point, I want to get them to ship us a bit to make it even funnier. And that happened. And that
You're the only one that's been here since the beginning that just refused to ship us. And I was like, man, she's just a knower. She just knows.
Yeah.
You refused to ship.
You were the only one who didn't ship. Yeah, you were the only one because I remember literally everyone, and then my sister shipped. Some chat as well. They were literally shipping Ray and Gaz, and everything. And I was like, literally when it finally happened, I texted her. I was like, yes.
Yeah, you just knew deep down.
I was like, I knew I could fucking do it. I remember too, after we were in one of these things and everything like that, I remember Shamrock was like, I shipped them so hard. And I was like, if she only knew.
I was like, man, I'm so glad Ember didn't ever ship them because she would have been so horrified later on. But now she's just gonna be proud of herself.
And when Ember ships hard.
So,
So like yeah, she would have been. I know Ember would have been absolutely fucking terrified and horrified at this moment if she actually ended up shipping them. But yeah, that was a really great moment, one of my favorite moments ever, and everything like that. Liz killed it, absolutely killed it, and everything.
Absolutely killed it.
And I didn't expect Gaz to reveal that much, but he did. I wasn't gonna have Gaz reveal some of those things, but I think I literally told myself, if she gets through him really, really well, I'm gonna reward her for this. And Liz killed it. Of course, still there's a lot of details and everything like that thing Gaz didn't tell her because, like he said, it's just too painful for him to think about. But yeah, that was great. We have a lot of quotes. I have a lot of graphics I gotta make. I don't even have, mind you, I just bought a subscription for Adobe. Not need to buy a fucking subscription for Photoshop, which just ran the fuck out. Well, I was just complaining about this, how Adobe Photoshop and Adobe video editor cost too damn much because I already had to pay $30 for the fucking the monthly subscription. Now I gotta pay another $30 just to edit fucking video. Never mind, photos. But yeah, that was great. I love the fact that I love the armor. It's just crazy too. I love the armor. Both of the armors. I love the fact that we got so much good shit, and we literally were putting all of it down. Like I know Christian was happy because I remember Christian messaged me. He's like, "Hey, do you think the shop was good?" And I was like, "Well, I didn't really get a chance to experience it, but I thought it was cool." He's like, kind of wish you guys stayed there longer. You guys were there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And
There
I
you
was
go.
like, hey man, I was like,
Is 3
I
hours
was
good
like,
enough for you?
yeah. And then
It's
I
far enough
remember
for you,
literally, and
Okay.
literally Christian, it was earlier this week. We were in VC. Christian, if Christian knows something's gonna be fire, he's going to tell you. He tells me all the time whenever he believes something's gonna be fire. It doesn't happen that much because he doesn't have the most belief in himself for some reason. But he was like, dude, he's like, once you guys are at the shop, he's like, I got some cool fucking shit. He's like, once you see it, he's like, and I remember I was like, because you guys already got weapons during this quest, so I was like, okay, all right, cool, fine, and everything like that. I was like, all right, we'll see.
I remember you were like, I'm not going to get anything, bro. And
I was like, we'll see. Yeah, and then Christian was like, okay, we'll see. And then the moment I saw everything, I was like, damn. Damn. The entire time. So it was great. I love like the fact that we spent 3 hours. Like I feel like most people when you hear about like most like D&D TTRPG stories about like them going to a shop and everything like that, you usually hear like, oh man, like we like the team took forever to decide, blah blah blah, all the types of stuff like that. Well, with us, like we just embraced it and we did a lot of good role playing during it as well, which I feel like I felt like if it I feel like the role playing was what really made it joyful. I feel like we did a really good job with the role playing and everything like that. And I thought that was just great. And yeah, the whole entire thing was great. If you guys can come up with some names for your armor and for your stuff and everything like that, so I can like make the graphic and of course, but everything of course. But yes, overall great session. Love the phone call scene between him and Tempest. I love the fact that like you saw a turning point there in Gaz because it like for the first time, not the first time, but at least to her, his anger took over. And he just couldn't forgive her for what she did. Because like he said, he had to make a very, very hard choice, which you guys don't know, but it was an extremely hard choice for Gaz. The hardest choice he's ever made in his life. He had to make that hard choice, and it was and he could have at least prepared himself or been more careful or done at least much more if they just simply told him exactly everything that was going on. So yeah. I thought that was great, and I thought it was I love the fact that like it just really this session that just showed you that like guys really has changed as a person because usually when it comes to bigger decisions, he's always going to try to do the right thing, but Gaz no longer cares about doing the right thing. He cares about doing the thing that he feels is best for him and his mind. He still loves Tempest, but like he said, you can even wait a week, and you lied after we promised that we wouldn't do that. So
I
yeah,
think it's true. Everything is permitted.
that's how I felt. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is true. Everything's permitted. That's the quote.
All right, Emma, what's your one you forgot? Great job today, motherfucker.
Great job. Silver actually being Morpheus.
Yeah.
What? A god.
You'll see how that happens
A
later
god
on.
for a brother.
Later on.
And that like explains why the power, if that was silver, why it feels familiar but not like Hypnos, but familial.
Maybe we'll see.
That would explain it. I
Mhm.
forgot the second one. So
You'll start to put the pieces together soon enough.
okay.
But yeah. Hell yeah. Great session. First of all, that scene between Leo and his dad when he was saying goodbye, like just like that, really like joyful, wholesome scene. Leo doing like them laughing together. It just felt really cool to like see, like Leo's dad kind of starting to, what I'm saying, come back into himself a bit and like talk and say like he missed his sons. Talk about hey, I hope there's a sequel Doms down there in Bellevue. What?
Oh, I just remembered the second one.
What?
But you can continue. I will write it down.
Okay. But I love that scene between Leo and his dad. The scene between Anthony and Ray saying goodbye. Felt very like rushed, but like I kind of wanted it to feel like that a little bit. like Sokka said, Saint didn't even get to say goodbye to say hey, say what's up to Anthony for real before you guys had to get back on the move. Because of course, too many demigods in one place, it's never a good thing. Um, and I will say, you guys could have fought for them to go with you. I would have allowed it, but like, it would have been some of the hardest fights.
I would have. I would have
Yeah.
said by far. I would have said Gaz would be like, "Bitch, Maya, go over there." Or he would have simply, if that would have happened, he would be like, "Saint, it's me and you, bro."
I mean, at that point, you got like a powerful child of Demeter, two sons of Poseidon, a son of Hades, and then everybody else being powerful in the group. Like, bro, you're attracting like at least 3 legendary monsters, like legendary, like type shit. But anyway, sorry. Amazing train scene of you guys all kind of saying goodbye and whatnot. Loved when like Gaz was talking and Gaz was like, and then she was like, Miles like, that doesn't comply with the rules. Sorry, that doesn't comply with the rules. Maya kind of being like that straight laced, like it's gonna be this way type of deal. Love that power struggle between them as well, where like Maya's trying to be like, hey bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you cool and everything, but like, this is how it's gonna be. And then Gaz being like,
And I feel like, and Gaz was like, "Bitch, what type of fucking leader are you?" I saw what you did when you were a leader. It wasn't that impressive.
oh man, but that was great. The shopping scene was fun. I was
Wait, real quick. I found it funny how Liz just put, "What if I shot her?" We literally talked about this too. Like, we talked about how now they're going to be awfully defensive of each other.
That's how it goes.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
because they're yeah.
Yep.
Now
Yep.
they're gonna be more defensive.
Um,
Gotta protect the siblings.
I was scared I put too much into the shopping stuff at some point. I'm scared. I'm really glad how it turned out. I'll say that. The prices, and then like I'm glad you guys all had something that you were interested in, or maybe a couple of things even that you were interested in. I really wanted you guys to like think like, oh yeah, so how do we maximize our opportunities here? How do we do our thing? And I'm
Shout out
really
to
glad
Ember.
that it was
Shout out to Ember.
shout out to Ember, yeah.
Me? Huh?
Ember
Me?
quarterbacked that. Honestly, I think Ember
What'd I do?
deserves.
Congratulations.
I think Ember deserves some what's it called for that? Some inspiration for that. Some glory for
No,
No, it's crazy.
I-
I'm just like you take 2 glory from me, Ember.
Two glory! Yay! Thank you. What did I do?
You're welcome. Wait, you the
Keeping track of the
accountant.
prices and stuff.
Calculations.
Oh
Calculator.
yeah, math.
Queen. Christian, is there
Yeah.
anything you're upset we didn't?
The mask, dude.
Until I heard that a guy could take me over, knowing everything that Gaz has been through, I was like, that's not a Gaz character.
I mean,
It's
honestly,
just-
I didn't think you guys would get it, but like, it's really cool.
It's cool.
I
It's
really
just
enjoyed
not
it.
happening.
Did you think we would grab any other cursed items?
No, I did not. I'm really surprised you grabbed the Purba. Really excited to like see, you know what I'm saying, what you get into with that, because I mean it's a very powerful item. I'll say that. Hold on, let me look here to make sure. I
Yeah,
thought go ahead.
go ahead.
I thought the Minotaur horn hammer was pretty freaking cool. I'm surprised you guys even got a scroll. I was really not expecting you guys to get a scroll. And I was surprised with the hoodie.
1.5 scrolls.
And of course I was hoping somebody might have gotten the jar of sand, because I think that's just pretty sick. I knew Sokka would ask about getting Stormbreaker. I knew you would ask.
Oh, I'm gonna get Stormbreaker.
Oh, that is Stormbreaker.
That is Stormbreaker.
Oh,
yes.
I'm getting Stormbreaker. I'm gonna
Is
get
Is
that
that why
fucking
you
shit.
asked
He said,
Sokka what Thor's hammer was called one night in VC?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
he
that's
did.
exactly
Yeah, he
why.
did. Yeah. And I found it funny. How, like, it's like to go back to like the original guys. He's like, you have to be worthy, and he looked at it. He was like, I'll see you in a bit. When he looked at the Stormbreaker.
That's fun. But I'm glad you guys kind of came together as a team and discussed on the things that you guys really wanted to get. I was scared for a little bit that it was too much stuff because like I remember we were there for an hour and I don't even think I had got through like telling everything that was in the store yet.
No, that's really
Uh,
everything.
and so I was scared it was like too much information overload at one time. But you know, it's a shopping trip, so I mean I can't really do much about that.
It was a bit overwhelming, but I actually think like keeping track of everything helped me not get overwhelmed.
Yeah, real shit. Real
It
shit.
helped feel more manageable, I feel like.
Mm. Oh yeah. Of course, the Ray and Gas reveal for siblings. I mean, I think I was at an airport when Sokka texted me, and then he said, "Hey, Liz is gonna text you about something." And this was like what back in
Pull
like
us
what
up.
February of last year or
this is
something?
before you made a document. This is like before you
Yeah,
even made a document.
A while.
because I remember Liz was still. Yeah, I haven't made any documents yet. I think this was when Liz. Yeah, Liz didn't even know about Hephaestus yet. This is before a lot of decisions were made about the campaign. That they said that they wanted to do this. Um, but wow, feels so surreal to be here because I remember I told you guys, I said I'm cool with it, but the one rule I have is it can't be revealed early at all. It has to
Yeah.
be later on, um, because then you know the impact wouldn't mean much. But I'm
I
really
remember
glad.
telling Liz too. I said, "Hey, like we barely. This is good to be good because we barely got a chance to like interact as characters
Uh-huh.
in our first campaign that we're in. So I feel like this is going to be like a breath of fresh air. And surprisingly, me and Liz like we interact very very well when it comes to the TTRPGs and everything like that.
Yeah. I think you all do.
It's really your guys' like synergy is really cool. It's really
Yeah.
it's always the scenes are always so powerful. And
Now
I
Sokka has
think
to make a synergy name for you guys.
I think
Well, am
90%
I
of them
allowed
make
to
me
make a
cry.
synergy?
I wouldn't say don't put any stats to it. Just make the name.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was actually already making the graphic to begin with. Anyways, I'm about to screenshot it.
Oh my
Okay. But yes, that scene was so powerful. The call with Tempest was also as well. Was just, I did, I actually, I kind of was channeling my life a bit when I was talking to you, of just being like how that would be. And her calling you back right afterwards too. Um, was really interesting and fun. I mean, of course, the reveal of Morpheus that Silver is of course Morpheus.
yeah.
And there's, I think what was
God
cool
for a
too.
brother.
Hell yeah! I think what was cool too was that there's still so much, even though Sokka revealed some things about what happened with Saint and Gas. There's still so much that
Yeah.
was not revealed. I mean, there's still I can't say yet, but like when they got back to when I will say this. Satan guys learned something about the sickness that's going around camp.
Yep.
The fatigue. I will say this. But it's gonna be interesting to see if that ever comes back up. But yeah, amazing job today, you guys. The Apps guys absolutely killed it. It's fucking legendary. Loved it. I think you're next, Liz. Yes. What are your favorite parts today, gang?
You did read that, Ember? I was thinking, I was like, if anyone read that before I deleted it, it would have been Ember.
Oh my god. How'd you know?
And you're the only person who probably would have seen it in time. He
Yeah.
messaged me.
What was I wait. Why was I up that late?
Wait, who said that,
I
Liz?
think
Who said I don't know?
oh, that was you to Sokka.
That's what I thought. I was like, I remember. I think I remember saying something like
Sokka
that, but I wasn't
messaged me
sure.
14 minutes later telling me to delete it.
Yo,
Why was
do
I up
that.
that late? That's crazy. Yeah, I remember reading that.
Okay. Favorite moments. All right. Is it my turn? Sorry.
Yes.
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 Okay.
yes.
shopping was super fun, seeing all the new items since last time. Otto remembering Chloe. How Chloe didn't even remember. Ember didn't even remember. She was mean to him and accused him of
Chloe's
ripping
mean
them
to a
off.
lot of people. It's hard to.
Yeah, but you
track.
shouldn't be mean to the person that we're gonna be trading with for our entire lives.
She's better now.
Is she?
No, the Tempest
Did she
phone
insult him
call.
today?
Kind of. Guys literally had to be like, just calm down before she had the chance to. And then what's it called? This nigga Derek, what's it called? Was trying to square up for him. Guys was like, you just maybe not. Can y'all wait after? Please.
Anyways, continue, Liz. Sorry.
Tempest phone call. Fuck man. First objects were kind of fun and perfect. You're like, who got what?
Yeah.
I really loved it actually. The Travis reveal. Gosh, I guess Jasper. Now I understand why it would have been complicated for Chloe to romance him.
Yep.
Also, why does Ember keep getting drawn to people who are used by the big bad?
Interesting, huh?
Should we?
What?
Can we study this sometime?
Oh, we were. I think we should.
Wait,
Because this
What do
happened
you
with Charlie too.
Why
Charlie was
you're
also
so
manipulated by the big bad.
oh, Charlie
Oh.
and then Travis.
why are you drawn to all the evil guys, huh?
I already told you I have a thing for bad boys. I don't know what to tell you. My high school crush literally got expelled, so
Oh, just saying.
The
Go
silver
ahead, though.
reveal as Morpheus. I love Morpheus and Sandman.
like
I know
Nick.
it's nothing like the
Right.
same character, but that's when I started loving Morpheus.
Mhm.
The drinking reveal and Ray confronting him. I wasn't expecting him to reveal the badge because we've been talking about it for like a few weeks, maybe a month. The drinking part and like a possible sibling reveal coming sooner. And I was like, oh, I have like 3 months to plan this crash out. You last week. But I really like the way it went down. Like I had a couple things written down. We talked about a little bit of like, and I really thought it was gonna get a lot more heated and aggressive, but like I like the way that the conversation. It felt very natural for the two of them and how their usual back and forth is.
Yeah, I think it's because he was already defeated after talking to Tempest. He was already defeated.
Also, I was wondering, how did Gaz know to ask her about the birthmark? Is that like a later reveal?
Guys, the Norns told him. They said you already know who it is. That was the word that they literally said. He didn't see the birthmark before, but when they said that at first, he didn't want to believe it, and then he kept thinking about the fact. Because remember, we kept talking about it. How there is like how Gaz and Ray have always had the familial feel that they can't explain towards each other. I was like, okay, like I think it's perfect that they said, oh, you already know who it is, like who your sister is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was perfect.
That's the thing, yeah. I think Ray is shocked, but I think it just explains a lot of like
Yep.
why she's felt so. I'm comfortable with them. I mean, she's never trusted anyone more. I wrote down like we planned this back in February 2024, and then also the good thing Ember never shipped us because shame on anyone who did. I really didn't want to push it too much because it would have just been weird.
Yeah,
especially with us
because it would have been
knowing full
weird.
well.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
what we already
Would've been
agreed.
funny.
We were like, we have to like lightly, like this would be light. Like it has to be natural. Like that's the like you know the hug and like guys like telling her. I was like, okay, what's something? I literally thought to myself, I was like, okay, what's a couple things that I could say to a person? You know, what I thought of was, okay, what is something? Because one thing that pisses me off in any type of like fiction or anything like that is when it's just a guy and a girl who are actually friends and immediately people like fully ship them like off rip. Like, dude, a guy and a girl can be friends and have it be completely platonic. So I was like, okay, what's some things that will happen that someone will say that I know that will like trigger that a bit? So like Gaz, Tone, Ray, like, I don't think I could do this without you. I was like, okay, that's something that could work and everything like that, but it also could work for, you know, siblings and everything like that. So I thought of that. And it worked.
Derek, we can hear your video. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, because I think Because yeah, we wanted it to be something that was just kind of like it could be misconstrued, but like they never had those like an inkling of that feeling for each other. It was very easy just a
The Terror Twins.
Oh, that's tough.
Terror Twins.
that's what you
And
need an image for. My bad.
Yeah, that's what I
got
needed an image for.
distracted.
I found it.
I'll send you it.
Oddly enough, I found art of hers. So I was like, oh wow, someone actually made art of her. Perfect.
Okay.
that makes sense. She is kind of well known. But that's why they were always the closest, and I love that that it has been revealed, that it has been planned for so long, and because it makes sense. That's why they were always the closest, because they were literally siblings. So that
Yep.
was just really cool hint to now that we know.
we always knew it would take nearly a year to reveal IRL.
Yeah.
And we started this campaign in August.
Yeah.
To be long.
And that's with a break too. Fuck.
Yeah.
Actually happened a little bit earlier than I thought. Honestly, Gaz opening up with the quest and making me cry before the reveal even happened. I was like, I wasn't expecting him to talk about it really at all. I thought he was gonna full shut down. He reveal like
True.
but now he said I wrote down sibling reveal finally because man, that's gonna be a dynamic going forward. And I said this story that we started building over a year ago has evolved so much since from when we initially started it, and it's been so fun. I've loved it so much. Just planning a lot of these little things and big reveals.
Yeah.
With Sokka. It's been so fun.
Yeah, it's been.
It's more drama coming soon.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Amazing. Amazing job today, girly. Last but not least, the son of Nike, Leo Fairway, aka Big Man Derek. What's your favorite parts?
Bargaining with Otto and continuously lowballing or highballing the fuck out of him.
Nah, that shit blew my. That nigga said 400. All right, deal 420. I was like, huh?
I can't believe you
That's
burned
my
through
one.
what was that, 11 glory?
Yeah. So I
That's
could offer him
crazy.
$200 for my weapon.
For your Furba?
Crazy.
I appreciate it.
Oh, well, amazing job today, gang. Amazing job. Got some cool. Oh, what's up?
I have 3 more things that I remembered.
Go ahead.
Why are you
I'm just playing. Go ahead.
sorry I loved it so much. My bad. I'll just hate it next time. Gaz opening up. And pretty sure only Liz and Mac are gonna get this, but the kind of theme of you can't save everyone is also a theme with Kaladin in the Stormlight Archives, and so that unintentional kind of connection was really cool. And then the Hero Boy is also kind of similar to Tien in the Stormlight Archives, so just that unintentional connection was really cool, and it's such a good theme, and it was so good to have that. I brain rot, so it was really cool to have that. Love that. The Ray and Anthony scene. Anthony made me cry again. And finding out Trey is waiting for me in North Dakota. Of course.
He's got his shirt off, man.
Oh, really? Oh my
You
god.
just gotta get there.
In the cold? No way. You're lying.
Oh my gosh.
In this freezing ass dump? You're lying. You just want me to be excited.
I mean, maybe who knows? You have to get
I
there
don't
to
need
see.
him. I don't need him to have his shirt off to want him.
Bro, shit. Wow.
Next
Character growth.
thing,
Character
going
growth.
on, moving on. What is the next moment that you may have, Ember? If you have any more.
That's it. For real
Okay.
this time.
All right. Well, I want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really freaking appreciate it. We'll be back next week with some more Shadows of Olympus. So stay tuned as we go to
The
an
credits.
NFL game. So, thank Thank you
New
guys so
credits?
much. Oh shit, new credits, hell yeah.
Let me open.
Thank
Make
you
sure you
guys
deafen
so
yourself
much.
too, Liz.
What?
I said make sure you deafen yourself because I was able to hear us like during the credits
That's weird.
when you do the. Yeah.
Yeah, they could hear us last time.
Oh, because it wasn't okay. I get it now.
Usually, what I do is I just mute the mic. That's all I do.
I don't know if that
Yeah.
works for me.
I usually
I think I know what I need
Yeah.
to change. I can do it really quickly. Right.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Hope you guys spread love and glory, and we'll see you guys next time at Shadows of Olympus. Emerald Magic. Have a good weekend, girlies. Enjoy your day off. Hey, happy Pride Month. So all my
Shout out to the
people who
gays.
celebrate.
we
Shout out
didn't
to
do
all the
crime.
gays.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one. We love y'all. I'm tired. Bye, girlies.
I hate hearing my own voice.
Throw down your hands, give me a sigh, put down your lies. Lay down next to me, don't listen when I scream. Bury your doubts and fall asleep, for neither ever nor never. Goodbye. Neither ever nor never. Goodbye. Neither ever nor never. Goodbye.